Hi, good afternoon. This is Dr. Prem Pankaj, and topic of my today's presentation will be dielectric properties basics. That means during this PPT, I'll be covering introductory part, what are dielectric properties, how they are arising, where we are going to use them, and various polarization mechanisms. Then what part of EM spectrum is responsible for the dielectric properties, and then finally to the conclusion. So to start with, dielectric properties. The properties which arises from the fundamental interaction of EM energy with given dielectric material. Those properties they are called dielectric properties. Now the question arises, what is dielectric? So from our previous knowledge, we already know conductors, semiconductors and insulators. Conductors are the class of the material where valence band and the conduction band they are overlapped. For semiconductor, we know that this gap is lesser, that is some 0.5 to 3.5 electron volt, and for insulator it is larger. Now dielectric is a class of material which can be polarized under the effect of applied EM field, or for simplicity I can say applied electric field. Any material which will get polarized when some external field is applied to it, it is called dielectric. So here same thing we have written, that it is a non-conducting material which will get polarized. Now the properties, dielectric properties, these are the main parameter which will provide information that what is going to happen with EM energy, what part is going to reflect, what part is going to be absorbed, all those things, that information will be provided by the dielectric properties. Now that is theoretical one. Mathematically, the dielectric properties, they are extracted from a quantity which is called complex permittivity, which I will be showing you. That quantity I am talking about, complex permittivity. So mathematically it is given like ER is equal to ER dash minus iota ER double dash, where first part it is dielectric constant and the other part it is dielectric loss vector. Now this dielectric constant and dielectric loss vector, they themselves form dielectric properties. Dielectric constant, what we mean by dielectric constant will show the storage of the energy in a material when EM radiation or EM energy is given to the material. On the other part, this loss factor, dielectric loss factor, it will give the dissipation of the energy from the material. Now on the polarization mechanism, as I said, a dielectric is a material which will be polarized. Now what are different polarization mechanisms? So there are four different polarization mechanisms. These are dipolar one, electronic polarization, it is also called atomic polarization, then ionic and Maxwell-Wagner, or sometimes it is also called interfacial polarization. Dipolar polarization is a polarization where this polarization means dipoles are formed. So in this part, whenever we are applying some EM field, these dipoles they will rotate. They will rotate to follow the field. By this rotation, dipolar polarization occurs. For electronic, or which is called atomic, in this what will happen within the atom? The positive and negative charge, center of both the charges, they will shift from their mean position, or you can say equilibrium position. So accordingly, electronic polarization will be generated. For ionic, it happens for the material which have ions. Whenever this electric field is applied, the ions will move to follow the electric field. Right? There will be relative displacement of ions. And in case of Maxwell-Wagner or interfacial polarization, it happens in the material which have two phases. there ions of two phases, or we can say charges, they can, at the phase they will come and or they will diffuse, and according to that the polarization will be produced. The main thing we have to remember in the electronic and the other one, in electronic our atom is not moving anywhere, only the charges within the atom shifts, wherever in ionic there is actual displacement of the ions. Now, which radiation or which part of the EM spectrum will be used to get the dielectric properties? So, this is a EM spectrum in which all possible energies, EM wave, EM energy, it is shown here. It goes from DC to radioactive materials. Now, for this RF wave, radio frequency wave region, our ionic polarization it will dominate. That is, it is around 3 megahertz to some 300 megahertz. It is below that also it will dominate like 30 kilohertz. For microwave, that is from 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz, the dipolar polarization will dominate after 1 gigahertz. Wherever atomic polarization that you were saying, it happens in high energy region, that is toward your UV, infra, visible. And Maxwell-Wagner, it will happen in lower energy range, where your ions, electron, they have enough time to follow the field. Now, one example I tell you of these dielectric properties. Microwave oven, all of you will be using in our houses. There it depends on the dielectric properties. Through dielectric properties, various polarization mechanism, water will act as a dielectric and heat will be generated. Microwave heating, how it is different? It will be localized heating. One of the example, it will be faster and the final quality will be, it will be improved. Similarly, it will be material selective. For different material for our food, for our burgers, for some liquid material, for some semi-solid, it can be different. So this is one of the use of these dielectric properties where we are using dielectric heating. So this was a short lecture, and to conclude with, I must say that dielectric properties, they are important to know how our material under test, that is a dielectric one, it is going to behave when we supply external electromagnetic energy to it. The two things which are the part of dielectric properties major, they are dielectric constant, which I said will give the storage of energy, and other one is the dielectric loss factor, which will be showing how much energy is dissipated when we supply the EM radiation or energy. And on the basis of that, various agricultural, defense, industrial, some heating application, they are there, out of which one I have shown, that is microwave heating. So here are some references that were used to get this PPT, and thank you for this.